Ian, and we will get back into more details in just a second, but I did want to focus on our local forecast for Louisiana and our coastal Mississippi spots. Ian is set to strengthen and head toward western Florida by the end of the week. But for now, for our local areas, no big impacts are expected for, again, Louisiana, Mississippi, just some probably pretty strong winds from Wednesday to Thursday and Friday. Might need a wind advisory, maybe some gusts near 30 or 35 miles per hour, it looks like at the most. Really, it'll just be a very breezy and actually beautiful feel because of a cold front moving in. It will be cooler and fall-like starting Tuesday, and I think we're all really going to enjoy this fall feel that we get lasting all the way into the weekend. Current temperatures mostly in the lower 90s, except where we actually have some rain out ahead of that front, which is off to our north. But you can see in the Hammond area, thunderstorm right now is moving to the south. So we'll have to see this one as it moves farther south toward Lake Maurepas and Lake Pontchartrain. But it's only one storm for us at this point. A few more storms around Shreveport and Ruston and spots like that. But here's the surface front. So we're seeing this heat. We're seeing still a little bit of rain, only about a 20% or so chance through tonight and tomorrow as this front gets closer. But we are going to see a very different feel as we head into tomorrow. Now, this is tomorrow, 1 p.m. The front is moving in, but note the driest air is still lagging behind a little bit. Fast forward into Monday night and Tuesday, here it is. The purples and blues indicating that low moisture content in the air. Nice, dry, low humidity feel. And actually a note for us in our part of the Gulf Coast off to the west of where Ian is forecast to be going by the end of the week. Of course, we've been saying Ian is really a Florida system. It looks like at this point, whether it's from somewhere around the Panhandle all the way to the southern edge of the western coast of Florida, somewhere in this area will be where it looks like Ian will be making landfall. Around this low pressure, we will continue with north winds. That's part of why we're having the windy conditions Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it will also reinforce that dry fall feel all week long. Getting into tonight, a couple showers or storms possible. North Shore and South Shore lows near upper 60s to lower 70s. Tomorrow actually still does look hot. Today we were in the lower 90s. Tomorrow we will be too, but you might notice the lower humidity by the second part of the day. We do have a slight chance for a couple of showers or storms during the day tomorrow. Then we get to focus on this. Humidity still kind of high tomorrow, but dropping later in the day, and then it really drops Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it stays fairly pleasant, it looks like, even into the upcoming weekend. Now, right now, our dew point is at about 70. This is a way to measure and talk about humidity. Look how much it's going to drop by the middle of this upcoming week. We'll drop from the 70s into the 40s. Now, for dew point temperatures, not for air temperatures. That would be exciting. But no, just for dew point temperatures, really what this translates into is a much drier and very pleasant feel that will be coming our way and sticking around through the week. Now back to Tropical Storm Ian. Again, notice it has not strengthened as forecast today. There's a lot of dry air, I wanted to point out, on the western and northern side of this system. And actually zooming out, this is where it's forecast to head in the eastern Gulf. There's a lot of dry air there too. We know that models don't deal very well factoring in dry air when they come out with their solutions. So we will have to see. We'll see how the dry air plays in. Still though, even besides the dry air, there's very warm water, a lot of energy from the warm water here. And there's also low shear, at least for the next few days. So we are expecting Ian still to strengthen. That's why the National Hurricane Center still has this forecast, bringing it quickly to a Category 3 and then maybe even Category 4 storm by Tuesday and Wednesday when it gets into the eastern Gulf. And again, you may notice if you watched on Saturday, the track was just slightly closer to Louisiana and Mississippi. Today, it has shifted a little bit farther, a little bit back east. And that is because of what some of the models are doing, particularly the ones the GFS cluster of models was closer to us. Today, those have shifted back to the east. Some southwesterly shear here may actually make Ian weaken a bit, which would be a great thing before landfall along Florida's coast. You can see the cluster of models back over a little farther to the right. Here is the steering pattern with the trough drawing Ian in, and our two high pressure centers kind of rounds the curve there off to the north and northeast. So that's why we're thinking it's taking that path, and the models obviously in pretty good agreement now, agreeing that is what it will do. Our 7-day forecast here for Louisiana and Mississippi, though, beautiful fall weather. Look at those cool lows north of the lake in the 50s, south of the lake in the 60s, low humidity, and again, just the sunshine and the windy conditions at the middle of the week.
Wow, that's a shockingly pleasant weather forecast. All right, rough day for the Saints today. Nothing went right in Carolina. We'll show you what happened and hear from Dennis Allen afterwards. It wasn't pretty, but it's next in sports.
Larry.